Have you ever wondered if you should place one single place bet, or do you go across? Which do you do? Well, in this two-part series, I'm going to explain the differences between the two bets, and we're going to roll it out and you'll see how it works. So part one and part two. Part two will be where we see which bet prevails, but part one will be the beginning of the rollout. So sit back, relax, and let's see which strategy works better, the across bet or the place six. What is up, my DGens? Chris, the Dice DGen here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. I appreciate you being here. If you wouldn't mind taking a quick second to subscribe, if you're not subscribed already, hit the like button, drop a comment on the video. Let me know what you guys think of these type of voiceover videos, all right? They require a little bit more work, but I enjoy doing them, so let me know if you guys like these kind of things, and I will continue to do them. All right, so today we're going to be talking about betting a single number versus the across number. Now my screen looks a little different than it normally does. I rolled out for about an hour, which I will play. I sped it up, so I will call out the numbers, but I did speed it up, all right? And we also have a whiteboard where I'll be doing some notes and stuff and showing you some things on the whiteboard. I know some people like to see the house edge for the place bets and stuff, so that is also on the screen. And obviously, you get to see my face and hear me talking, all right? So we're going to talk about the across bet versus single number, all right? Mike from On Point Craps did a video on it, and the reason, which will be linked down below, by the way, the reason why this came up was in John's Coffee and Craps on Casino Gaming TV, also linked down below. There was a discussion between why do we always show across bets and not just betting on a single number. So I'm going to show you the differences, all right? The across bet versus single number on the same set of rolls. Now, I will tell you, full disclosure, I already know what the rolls look like because I already rolled it out. So this may not be the best example of the across compared to the single number, but if you guys want to see another rollout, maybe random rolling, let me know and I can definitely do it. In this video, I am setting the dice, all right, and I am practicing my toss, all right. So on the computer, well, on the video screen, you'll see my laptop there is where I'm entering the rolls, because for transparency, so you can see that it's not edited or anything, it's straight rollout for about an hour. And it'll be sped up, though. The video won't be an hour, all right? I can promise you that. The video is not an hour, so we'll go into it. But let's quickly talk about the across bet and the single bet. Now, in this video, I bet on just the 6, all right? You can pick whatever number you want. It's totally up to you. On the whiteboard there, obviously, you'll see the box numbers for a craps table. Underneath of it, I wrote out how many possible combinations there are of each. So for the 4 and 10, there's 3, 5 and 9, there's 4, 6 and 8, there are 6 combinations. That makes up 26 out of the 36 possible combinations on the dice. All right. Now, don't mind my handwriting. You can ask any teacher I had when I was younger. My handwriting is atrocious. Sorry. All right. But 26 out of 36 combinations. Now, that sounds very good in theory, right? But you need more hits in order to recoup your initial investment if you are betting on the across bet, all right? You would need about 4 to 5 hits to cover whatever you are betting. However, with the across bet, or with the single bet, in this example, I took the 6, right? So that's 6 out of 36 combinations, which is also equal to 1/6, right? So we have less combinations, but we have less risk off the onset, all right? Now, the only way I would play this is to ladder up that single bet if it doesn't hit, all right? I would totally ladder that up because otherwise you're going to be grinding out trying to make a profit on it. So if you ladder, you can certainly make a profit on it, all right? Yeah. Let's hop into the video. All right, I'm going to do some more things on the whiteboard here while we're going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do shooter 1. All right, we're going to go hits on the 6. And then I'm also going to do the across hits. All right, and we'll leave that over there in case you're interested in that later. All right, so shooter number 1 hits on the 6, and the across hits. All right, let's get into the video here. I don't have the roll tracker up, so I'm just going to be calling out the number. If you do want to play along, by all means, count out a bankroll. This is, I think it's 4 shooters. I don't remember exactly, but it's about an hour's worth of rolls. All right, so come out there is going to be a 4 and a 1 for a 5. All right, so the point will be 5. I'm not going to mark that as an across hit because we're not working. What I did here is I went 160 across, and I'm going to go for 3 hits on the 160 across. Then I'm going to regress down to 96 across. With those 3 hits, I will have made enough money to cover the 96, and then I'm going to single press from there. All right, for the single number, I started with a $30 bet on the 6, and I collect on the first one. I full press on the next one, collect, full press, collect, full press. All right, that's how that system's going to break down. If a 7 is to come, I'm going to ladder up the 6 from the original base where it was. So if we were at 30 and a 6 came, I'm going to ladder it up to 60. All right, there's a 4-2-6 on the next roll. All right, so that is 1 hit for each player. All right, that's a hit on just the place 6, also a hit on the across bet. Both players are going to get paid out $35. All right, both players are racking it. And no, again, my hands do not move this quickly. It is sped up in 2 times speed, just to make the video a little bit shorter. If you want me to keep it real-time speed and you want to hear like a diagnosis of everything, please, again, let me know down in the comments, and or shoot me an email, dicedgen@gmail.com, and I can certainly do that. Next roll is a hard 6. It's a 3-3 hard 6. All right. 3-3. So we'll mark that for both players. All right. The person betting on just the 6 now has 2 hits. They're pressing up to 60 and looking to collect on the next one. And the across now has 2 hits. We're looking for that 3rd hit for the across bet. Again, if you don't want to bet the 6, you want to bet a different number, again, you can do that. Just know that the number you're betting on, know how many combinations there are, know what your probability sort of looks like, if that is the case. All right, there is a 5-1-6, so that's 3 6s in a row. All right, so it was a good number to pick for that single bet for sure. If you're on another number right now, you're not getting paid, but that's one of the pros as well as one of the cons with just betting a single number. All right, now I'm not telling you how to play the game of craps. All right, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to show you different ways to play it. I'm not going to tell you how you should play. All right, personally, I didn't consider really betting a single number. I've bet like 2 numbers in the past. I haven't really ever bet 1 number. But the way I would play this, all right, if I'm betting a single number, I'd go like 160 across, something like that, for a YOLO type roll off the bat. Take the winnings and put that on a single number. All right, that's how I would do it. If you want to see how I would do that, again, let me know in the comments, and I can certainly make a video on how I would play it that way. So that's the 3rd hit for the across player. We're going to 96 across. The 6 for the single bet also looks like 60 now, because we took a hit. We pressed. We're collecting on this one. That's a $70 collect, and then we will press on the next one if it does come. And there's a 6-5 mid-mo yo. Also the 5-1. If you guys haven't seen Chris from Sideshow Gamble and Chiro going at it, go check out both of their channels. They'll be linked down below, and you can see what's going on there. We have the mixer, the KitchenAid mixer. Who's going to win? We'll see. We'll see. There's a 5-4-9. So that's the 4th hit for the across player. Again, we regress down to 96 across. What I'm going to do here is 15 is going to pay 21. I'm going to press it $5, 1 single unit, rack the rest. That's how I'm going to handle this. Once I regress down, it's always going to be pressed a single unit on the number that was hit. Now, again, I'm not telling you how to play. If you want to press sister numbers, if you want to go, like, I don't know, 22 inside type pressure, 32 across type pressure, that's totally up to you. Your prerogative. Do as you please. Again, I'm not going to tell you how to play the game, but this is how I am playing it in this example. There's another 6-5 mid-mo yo. All right. Doesn't matter for either player. We're waiting. We only have the box numbers covered. In this example also, right? So obviously I'm shooting the dice. I know I need a pass line bet when I'm shooting, but I do not have one because I don't want to take out of either rack. I don't want to assume which strategy I'm playing. All right. I do know I need a pass line bet. So if you are playing something like this and you're the shooter, you do need a pass line bet, just to make that clear. Next roll is a 5-3 easy 8. All right. So that's the 5th hit for the across player. So again, 18 on the 8 is going to pay 21. We're going to press it $6. 8 looks like 24. And the dice will be out. And there's a 6-4-10 on the end. All right, so I'm going to come down here. That is another hit for the across player. My arm got in the way there. All right, another hit for the across player. 6-4-10. Again, the 10 looks like 15. Not at the buy level yet. At my locals, the buy is at 20. So now it's a buy. So you'll pay a vig on that. Otherwise, it just pays your bet pays 9 to 5. So the 15 will pay 27. And there's a 5-4-9 again. 5-4-9. All right. So if you're keeping track of the all tall small, you're 12 away from the tall, 2, 3, 4 away from the small. But here, the 9 was pressed up. It's going to get paid $28. We're going to make it look like a quarter, and the rest is coming back to the rack. I'm just waiting for the next roll to come through. I did it at 2 times. I tried it at 4 times, but it was a little too quick. So I wanted to do it at 2 times. So there's a little bit of a lag. Apologies for that. There's a 2-2 hard 4, so that's another hit for the across player. All right. Again, there's 15 on it. It's going to pay 27. We're going to make it look like 20 and rack the rest. Again, if you guys like these kind of videos with the voiceovers and stuff, please do let me know down in the comments. And I would appreciate it. All right. It helps when you comment because it pushes the video to more people, but it also lets me know what you guys want to see. Or if there's something specific you want to see, shoot me an email, dicedgen@gmail.com. Always willing to roll out something that somebody sends me. If you have a topic you want me to talk about or you want to see, again, shoot it to me in email. I'm pretty responsive on there, so I will certainly try to roll out whatever you would like me to roll out. There is a 2-1-3, 3 craps. All right. Doesn't matter for either strategy. Now we are the 2 and the 12 away from the all tall small. 2 for the small, 12 for the tall, 2 and 12 for the all. And there's a hard 8. That's a square pair. So that's going to be another hit for the across player. That is going to be their 9th hit. 9th hit looks like 12 rolls with the 3 horn numbers that were hit. The rest of them are being tracked up top there. So yeah, that's going to pay 28. Again, we are going to press it a unit, which would make it look like 30, and rack the rest. This is where you might have a little fear of missing out if you're betting on a single number. We did hit 3 6s right off the bat, which was really, really nice, but we haven't hit one since, so let's see what happens here. There's a 6 and a 1, so break them down. All right, 6, 1, 7. So let's review while I am breaking down all the chips there. That was, I think, 13 or 14 rolls. On the 6, right, we hit it, we collected, we pressed. On the next hit, we collected off that last hit. So not bad there. We got 3 hits on the 6 on that shooter, so quite good. For the across player, there was 9 hits. On the first 3, we were at the $160 across level. After that third hit, we brought it down to 96 across, single pressing each time. So that's shooter number 1, all right? Let's draw a line here, and we will go shooter number 2 here coming up shortly. Again, I am setting the dice on these, all right? If you believe in dice control or not, that's totally up to you. If you want to know my opinion on it, you can email me. Personally, I do it because I feel that I am more comfortable getting my hits that I need when I do it, so that's why I do it. All right. You could go either way on the discussion if you want. Totally up to you. I'm not going to get into the DI control discussion right now. So shooter number 2, let's mark that down. That is a 6 on the come out roll, so the point will be 6. All right. We weren't working. I don't like to work because personally, when I'm shooting, I throw a lot of come out 7s. I use a set that throws 7s on the come out. All right, so I don't work. Now we're set up 160 across and $30 for the single placed 6. Again, if you don't get any hits on it, you can ladder. Since we did get hits, we pressed it up and we started collecting. I am not going to ladder on this one. All right, there's a 5-1-6 buckshot off the bat. All right, so puck's going to turn off. Both players are going to get paid 35. Both players are collecting here. That's hit number 1 for the across player and hit number 1 for the single number. So we've recouped our initial investment for the single player already. Now we're going to look to press on the next one. And the dice will be flying. Also, in this video, I'm shooting at about stick left 1, stick left 1.5. Just so if you care where I'm shooting from, that's about where it is. And there's a 6-1-7 on the come out, so that is why I don't work my bets on the come out. I know how I shoot, so I tend not to work them. All right, it's just how I do it. It's how it is. If you're on the ATS, your ATS is resetting, and most of the other prop bets aren't, like the fire bet's not resetting, things like that, but the ATS will reset with that roll. And we got a hard 10 for the next point. It's a hard 10, all right? So, again, everybody was off because, again, we're not working the come out roll. 10 is the point, and we are looking to hit some across numbers or hit a 6 for our single place number. Also, in the comments, guys, let me know if you would play betting like a single number. Do you like that way of playing? Let me know. All right, let me know what you like about it, what you don't like about it, and I'd be happy to discuss. That's a 2-2 hard 4, so that's hit number 2 for the across player. All right, that's going to pay 50 for 1 with the VIG. All right, that is hit number 2. We are looking for a third hit there, so we're going 1 more, and then we'll regress down after that. But yeah, guys, let me know. Let me know if you like these videos. Let me know if you want to see more of these kind of things. They are fun to do. It takes a little bit of time, but I do enjoy it, and hopefully, you know, you're learning a little something from this. If not, totally fine as well. If you don't like these videos, you can also let me know that. If you think I'm boring to listen to, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. But some people might want to hear me. Some people don't. If you want to use this as your bedtime, lull you to sleep, go for it. There is a 6-6 hard 12. Sorry, got into my my little soapbox there. 6-6 hard 12 followed by a 6-2 easy 8. All right, so that's the third hit for our cross player. So they are going to pull down to 96 across. But yeah, guys, if your wife can't sleep, if your girlfriend can't sleep, your boyfriend can't sleep, and you think that my voice would lull them to sleep, play it. Put it on your TV, all right? Get the video going and watch them go right to bed, all right? They might get a kick out of it. Again, I showed you in my last video. My nails are done. A little happy face. Oh, let me turn it that way so you can see it. Happy face. So tell all your significant others to subscribe because I have my nails painted. It was a joke that came about, but I kept it for a little bit. We'll see what happens. But you know, we'll make it friendly for everybody. We'll make it friendly. All right. If your significant other likes their nails painted, I know most of them do. Well, tell them to come check me out. Both of them are painted. All right, that's enough. That's enough, Chris. Shut up now. Let's get to talking. Let's get to rolling some numbers out. All right. The 75 that's in the cum is not a cum bet. All right. I just didn't put it back into the bank after I went 96 across, so that's there. I'll correct it in a minute. There's a 325. All right, so that's hit number 4 for the across player. We're at the 96 across level. It's going to pay 21. We're going to press a single unit and rack the rest. And the single place bet 6 is looking for another hit. We have a 5-3 easy 8. All right, that's hit number 5 now for the across player. They are going to press up their bets on the 8. All right, so the 8 looks like 18 right now. It's going to pay 21. We're going to take $6 pressure, and it's going to look like $24. Rest is going to the rack. I started racking things in front because I ran out of room in the rack there, and I didn't have another rack on me to do it. So it is what it is. If you like the table that I'm shooting on, I'll link a video down below. I have a video on how I made that shooting station. It's not my normal setup. You know, I have the green felt at my normal studio, but this one is another one that I have. So if you want to see that, I'll link it down below as well. There's a hard 6, 3-3 hard 6. All right, so that's going to be a hit for both players. And the 6 was at 30. We collected on the first hit. That's hit number 2. We're going to press that up now to a $60 6 for the single place number player. And then we're also going to press it for the across better, but only a single unit on the pressure. And the dice will be out. The reason they're a little lag is I got to walk to the station, set the dice, do my normal little routine before I shoot, and then throw. I don't just pick them up and huck them when I get to the shooting station. You know, I set them, take a breath, shoot. There's a 5-1-6. That's the KitchenAid mixer. All right, that is a hit for both players. All right, hit for both players. The single number bet is going to pay $70. It was at the $60 level. We're collecting on this one. Next one we will press. All right, for the across player, it's going to pay 28. We're going to make it look like 30 and rack the rest. And there's a 5-4 center field 9. All right, so that's another hit for the across player. They're going to be taking their bet. They're going to be collecting it, pressing a unit, racking the rest. Again, like I said, guys, I'm not going to tell you how to play the game of craps. All right, it's your money. You can play it how you want. You can play it with what is good for you. All right, this is just one way to play, and it was a discussion we had last week, and I thought it was interesting, so I figured I would put it out in here for you. I don't know, guys, let me know what you think. All right, there's another 6-3-9, so back-to-back 9s on the bet there. Back-to-back 9s. So again, we're pressing one unit, racking the rest, and collecting it. And we'll be shooting those dice. The dice are out. Dice are flying. We have a hard 10. All right, so that's another hit for the across player. That is also the point being hit. All right, so puck will come off. All right, again, all bets are off on the come out. We're not working the come out. If you would want to work the come out, again, that's totally up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to play. But like I said before, I personally do not work the come outs because I throw sevens on the come out sometimes. If you're keeping track with the ATS and stuff, you need a 2 and a 3 for the small and an 11 for the tall. All right, that's including the reset on that come out 7. And right now we're at 10 box hits for the across player. 10 box hits. There's a 4-1-5 on the come out. Again, doesn't count as a hit for anybody because we were off, but it is a new point. All right, so that's our third point. If you like the fire bet, that's our third point being set. We'll see if we hit it, but that's the third point being set. For the fire bet, you need 4 separate points of box numbers. There's aces in both places. Aces in both places. I marked that for the across player. That's not a hit for them. Sorry about that. That's not a hit for them. It doesn't count. We're not in the field or anything. So, yeah, the fire bet is 4 separate points. It can't be the same number, so you'd have to have 4 separate numbers be set as your point. Decent payout on it if you have it at your casino. But on a little tangent there. There's a 6-2 easy 8. All right, so that's another hit for the across player. And it is not a hit for the single bet player. Now that I'm looking at this, I don't actually think this is sped up times 2. It should be, but I don't think it is. I think I put the wrong video in here. Sorry about that. This is how quick my hands move, actually. I thought it was double speed, but I don't think it is. Because I'm watching it, and I'm sitting here like, I move a little quicker than that, I think. This looks like me moving in real time, but be that as it may, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is the points I'm trying to make and show with the across bet versus the single bet number. All right. There's back-to-back 6-2 easy 8s. All right, so that's another hit for our across player. Again, that single bet on the 6 is waiting for a 6. There's another aspect to this where do you move the bet around, right? So let's say you hit on one number. Do you move the bet to another number? Let me know if you guys would do something like that. Personally, like I told you before, I would go 160 across for the YOLO, take the winnings and put it on a number and go from there. All right, so like let's say I went 160 across. I hit a 5. It pays 35. I'll drop $1 and put $36 on the 8 or the 6, right? But let's say you hit these numbers a few times. Do you start moving the numbers down, kind of like a marching soldier type thing? Or do you keep it on the same number and you ride that number till it is into the ground? Let me know what you guys would do, all right? Let me know. There's a 4-1-5, all right? So that is point being hit, all right? That's another number for the across bet player. That is the third point resolved for the fire bet. And if you're keeping track, again, we need we need the 3 and the 11. 3 and the 11 for the ATS. If you want to know, in full disclosure, yes, I am aware that I am that far away from the ATS when I am shooting. The thing is, I do throw a horn set, but the problem is it brings 7s for me as well. I usually throw it on the come out, so I try to avoid it. Even though right there I still rolled a 7, that's a 5-2, so the ATS is going to reset at that point anyway. It is what it is. But if I know I'm like one number away, personally, if it's a box number, I'd lay the box number, so I'd win on either way. If the number rolls, I get paid on the prop bet. If not, I get paid on the lay. All right, so that was part 1. cut the screen. I'm going to make a part 2, all right? The video was going, I recorded the whole part out and it went pretty long, so I'm going to make it into 2 parts, all right? So that was part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. That will be uploaded quite soon, all right? And see which strategy prevails, the across bet or the single bet, and we'll see. All right, we shall see which bet works. Again, guys, let me know if you would play something like this. All right, would you play the single bet across, the single bet place number, or would you play the across bet? Again, let me know down in the comments. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And just remember, guys, everyone has a little degen in them. I will see you for part 2, and I'll see you again real soon.